This comes from the FSSP website, fssp.org. They're in full communion with the Catholic Church. If you recall, after the schism of Marcel Lefebvre, as Pope Francis calls it, the SSPX broke away from the Catholic Church. There were a number of priests who wanted to be reconciled to the Catholic Church, and under John Paul II, they were, and they established the FSSP, among other societies, in order to give an opportunity for people to celebrate the Latin Mass while remaining in communion with Rome. And so that's kind of the history of this group. And when Traditionis Custodes came out, there was a great deal of concern that maybe they would not be able to celebrate the Missal of 1962, what's again called the Latin Mass. And so they went to Rome, met with the Pope, and he immediately gave them permission. As they left with his signature, giving them permission to continue to celebrate the Latin Mass, and effectively indicated that Traditionis Custodes does not apply to them. But there have been a lot of rumors lately. There are even content creators spreading misinformation and engaging in fear mongering and getting everybody all riled up and concerned and worried, and telling people that Pope Francis is going to revoke their permission. There doesn't appear to be any evidence of that so far. So it seems that they're engaging in these rumors without any kind of evidence. And in fact, this meeting that just took place, again, this was posted today by the FSSP. It seems like the meeting went really well. So let's take a look at it. Audience with Pope Francis. Now, there is a longer version of this that it did appear on the internet that was for private circulation with the FSSP. I read it. It looks like they redacted some of it and only posted this little snippet portion. Having read the full thing, I can tell you that it just continues to show that Pope Francis is very generous, very respectful, and very kind in his interaction with the FSSP. Let's see what it says in this version. Following a request from the priestly fraternity of St. Peter, Pope Francis invited the Superior General of the FSSP to meet with him. He received him in private audience at the Vatican on Thursday, accompanied by the Superior of the District of France and the Rector of St. Peter's Seminary. The meeting was an opportunity for them to express their deep gratitude to the Holy Father for the decree of February 11th, 2022. So again, if you recall, that was the day that he told them, you guys can continue to celebrate the Latin Mass, and Traditionis Custodes does not apply to you. That's the significance of that day. By which the Pope confirmed the liturgical specificity of the Fraternity of St. Peter, but also to share with him the difficulties encountered in its application. The Pope was very understanding and invited the Fraternity of St. Peter to continue to build up ecclesial communion ever more fully through its own proper charism. Father informed the Holy Father that the decree of February 11th, 2022 had been given on the very day of the Fraternity of St. Peter's consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary on the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes. The Holy Father hailed this coincidence as a providential sign, and in that other version that has appeared online, that is being disseminated online, Pope Francis said, "It is of the Lord," and so was very, again, welcoming. There's no indication from this that he is somehow going to revoke their permission or further restrict their access to the Latin Mass. And so looks like this is a good thing. But that's it. that's all that the FSSP has released so far. You could see some additional pictures where they met with Pope Francis, and you know, all smiles. It doesn't look like anything massive occurred. So here we are. Hey friends, do you want others to discover why the Catholic Church is the church that Jesus established? And do you want to help people make sense of all the confusion in the Catholic Church today? Help contribute to this mission by supporting Reason and Theology at patreon.com/Reason and Theology. By doing so, you'll also get access to exclusive content for patrons only. Also, if you want to deepen your faith, there are free ebooks and even courses that you can sign up for by visiting reason.podia.com.